Hi guys, and welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host, Sean. Hope you're being savvy with your money while you're investing. Please remember not to invest any more than you can afford to lose. Today we're talking about Warren Buffett and his decision to dump all his stock at airlines. You may see this is different, but this is to show the kind of investor he is, which I'm sure you all know already. 30% of his portfolio was in Apple. He was their biggest shareholder. In February, because they was at a high, he found them overvalued. And I've done a previous video where I said at the moment I consider them slightly overvalued, because I consider their value at $2.19 a share. They're $2.89 at the moment. And he sold them at, it was around about the 320 mark. Now, once coronavirus hit, he could have picked them up again for 170 a share, which means he could have either made $150 a share, $150 a share, or he could have got 9.5% of the company for what he paid for what he had 5% of the share, what he sold 5% of the share in. And I'm not saying that's what he did, I'm just saying that's what would have made sense to him. However, as he is Warren Buffett, he would have done his own valuations and come out with his team. Now, Warren Buffett runs Berkshire Hathaway, which, as we know, has two share allocations. You have Berkshire Hathaway A, which is dropped from 278,000 to 273,000, and you have Berkshire Hathaway B, which has dropped from 186 to 182. Now, the reason we're here is the airline stocks. Everyone assumed it was to get under the 10%, and it was. But the reason he wanted to get under that 10%, and he was willing to take a 50% hit on his investment, which was about he invested $8 billion, so he would have taken a $4 billion hit, was so he could sell all his shares, go unnoticed. Now, people are saying it's bad news for the airlines. Well, we knew there was bad news for the airlines anyway. I've covered that in my previous video. You have they're receiving bailouts, but some of them have to give equity to government, some of them don't. But they're no longer having a comfortable operation, and it's, as he said, it's the international travel that will change, and they will be forced to change, and it will take a long time to get back to normal, and that's going to cost them. After my video on Delta versus CCL, I sold my positions in Delta and CCL. They went up and I sold them. They continued to go up. I didn't regret selling them because I invested in other companies, and I considered them to be too highly valued for the state I was in. When they come back down, I bought a small position in Delta. Regardless of what Warren Buffett said, I will hold that. If it starts to make a bit of profit, I may sell it because of what he said, and then reinvest that money elsewhere, but I'm not going to panic sell because of what he said. I still bought at half the price he did, so my position is different from his. The reason for this video, because there will be loads of videos about him selling airlines, it isn't just about the airlines, it's about his other stocks that he has gone under 10% on. Now, he went under 10% on the banks. Now, I've also done a video on the banks. He went under 10% on Bank of America, Bank of New York, Goldman Sachs. Now, Wells Fargo, we've seen how bad Wells Fargo is, and he didn't just go just below 10% on Wells Fargo. He went down to 7.3%. Now, we don't know if he's zeroed that since then, or if he's planning to zero it. We know he's a lover of banks, but for some reason he has just gone down on them. And the thing is, I've also done a video on the banks. The one bank he hasn't gone down on is the bank I said was the better value, in my opinion. And he, if you look in that, you'll see the one bank he actually increased his position in. But it was such a small position, it went unnoticed. And to tell the truth, I didn't even know about this bank until someone asked me to value it. It is although I haven't put that video up yet, it will be going up tomorrow. I wouldn't say I'm shocked. I said when he went below 10% how he wouldn't just do it so he wouldn't have to file. The only reason he would do it so he wouldn't have to file is so he could sell the rest of it. And people were saying, oh no, he doesn't want the hassle of filing. I said, he has a whole staff to do this for him on payroll. He has to file for other stocks, so why would this bother him? The hassle of filing. People were bringing his age into it. I knew he had an ulterior motive behind it. Now, my eyes still hurting. Now, my goal is to end up being able to afford a share in there. At the moment, I can only afford a share in there. Now, if it drops any further, I will be looking to take up a position. But at the moment, I have a few other stocks in my watch list that I want to pick up beforehand. I think he's looking for something big, and I think he's expecting the market to crash. And if it doesn't, that's okay with him. He still sits on a massive cash pile, and he still has a lot of stocks. Now, he is the best investor that we know of. He is the best guru, but he isn't infallible. People do still question why he owns things such as General Motors, and why he didn't pick up Tesla when it was $200 a share. But I can see it. and we so you know, he does make mistakes. He admitted he made a mistake. Now I will upload the links, and then, as I said, tomorrow I will put up the banking review that I done just before this video. I think this should take precedence, but there will, you know, we should keep an eye on all the stocks that he dropped below 10%, because at any time he can sell sole position in it, and we wouldn't know until he next reports to shareholders. Anyway, if you found this informative, please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. If you want to see more videos, please hit the subscribe or the bell notification. If you do have any comments on what was in the video, please, whether you agree or disagree with me, please let me know. If you want any specific content in any other videos, or just want to chat, please say something in the comments below. And please note, I have just been starting this week, so the content might not be what you're used to, the quality might not be what you're used to, but I do appreciate every one of you taking the time to watch my videos, and every like I appreciate, every subscription I appreciate. I apologise for any background noise. At the first one, I agreed my children could be my producer for that, and I've let them run with it. Now my 3-year-old and my 7-year-old are my executive producers. So if you haven't signed up for a free trading app, there will be links in the comments below for a free trading app where you'll get one free share worth between a dollar and $100 to $200 depending on the app. You will, if you haven't signed up for a cashback site yet, there will also be a link for that. Thank you for your time. Stay safe, stay savvy, keep investing. See you later.